Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Hello.
How's everybody doing?
Great.
Great. It's Wednesday.
Good. It's Wednesday.
We're midweek.
That's right. And this morning we were talking about baseball, specifically Major League Baseball. And let us know if you think the Carolinas could host a team. We've been talking about this in some degree or another for years now. And we know that MLB playoffs just started this week. And it's getting some new attention because, as we know, the league commissioner recently said they're trying to have an expansion committee that would look at different cities for this by the end of the year. Charlotte often mentioned as a possibility as one of those cities. But the owner of the Carolina Hurricanes, Tom Dundon, says he wants to start a team he would prefer in Raleigh. Take a listen.
If you look at the size of the state and the support of the teams, it sort of feels obvious that I don't know that the time wasn't before, but it's clear to me now that this works.
It wouldn't be easy, though. Analysts predict it's going to cost about $2 billion in expansion fees to get a new team up and running. Dundon says he can come up with the money, but a team here would be competing with other major cities. I think there's maybe 5 or 6 cities. Cities they've talked about doing it. He says the key right now is getting the rest of the state on board.
We got to get fans and sponsors and businesses and everyone to work together to see what our best proposal is and make sure that no one can do it better than us.
Now he would like to see the team in Raleigh, but because that's most convenient for him. But he supports the Charlotte team too, and as we know, we've been in the running for years, especially now with how well the Knights have been doing and how much they've been supported in their stadium. For now, though, it's all about playing the waiting game as folks get their bids and proposals ready. So this morning we want to know, if North Carolina were to get an MLB team, what do you think it should be called? What could be the name?
That's fun.
Let us comment in the comments below. Let us know what you think would be a good name.
Well, first of all, is it logical to even have another major league team here in Charlotte? Originally, if we go back into the late 70s, George Shen, who actually brought the Hornets basketball team here, his goal was to bring a baseball team here, too. I mean, he was the first. And Jerry Reese, who's a real estate developer, had the idea. But, if you think, we already have 3 major league sports here.
We could be Title Town. We just have them all.
Well, the problem
we need the titles.
The problem is,
in order for that to work.
Major League Baseball plays 162 games
it's a lot.
altogether.
Yeah.
And so about maybe a little bit less than half are home games. You've got to fill the stadium. Now, it was intentionally, AAA baseball, Charlotte Knights, it was intentionally made, that stadium, to only hold 10,000 people. It cannot be expanded.
Yeah.
And so for Major League Baseball, you need a stadium big enough to hold 20, 30, 40,000 people. So you need about 20, 30,000 people a game to make money. That's not an easy proposition to do. So I'm not sure Charlotte has the means to afford to be able to have all those teams. That's why Raleigh-Durham, which is the triangle, Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, Burlington, that area, probably it would be more logical over there. A lot of people probably disagree, but I think we have a great AAA baseball team.
Yeah.
And we love the Knights.
And that, where they play, one of the best in the country.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That view is
Once
amazing.
again, it cannot be expanded. People go, no, it can't. It was built to hold 10,000 people, cannot be expanded. There's no room uptown to build a major league stadium.
Yeah.
They have to do it someplace else.
They have to do it somewhere. Yeah. So outside of Charlotte, we already have Bank of America State football stadium that, they're going to say we need it to be domed. That can be rebuilt, possibly.
Yeah.
But baseball stadium, another stadium, had to be outside of town. So that's why, personally, I think Raleigh-Durham, Chapel Hill, that's a more logical spot. They have the Hurricanes up there. That's where our Major League hockey team is.
Yeah.
Well, and it was back in 2017 that they really started talking about this, like revamping. It's been talked about for years, of course. And some of the other cities that threw in the names were Nashville, San Antonio, Portland, Mexico City. That was interesting.
Big baseball is a big baseball city. Yeah.
Really?
New Orleans, Las Vegas, Salt Lake City, and even Montreal and Vancouver.
Well, Montreal Expos actually lost their team. It became the Washington Nationals.
Yeah,
so,
and now they're like, hey, for us.
I'm not sure. But the Toronto Blue Jays, very successful there in Canada. But you could expand that to Mexico City because that is a big baseball.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because NFL's been playing a game or 2 per year in Mexico City as well, and that's gone over really well. But I do have a trivia question for you. Okay, what were the last 2 teams that were added and expanded in the Major League Baseball.
I
the last two teams.
You're not talking about Washington with the Nationals.
No, I'm talking about the two
expansion.
Teams. Yeah, it happened in 1998. 1998.
You guys have a plethora of sports knowledge.
I've known this at some point, even though I'm not a big baseball
Yeah.
fan.
My husband.
Your family.
My husband would
he's
know.
Like, I know.
Not me.
Okay.
Okay.
But if Larry doesn't know, nobody
The answer
knows.
is the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Oh.
And Tampa.
And the Tampa Bay Devil Rays.
Yeah.
They were the Devil Rays, and then people put up a stink, and now it's just the Rays.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Okay. Well,
Fun fact.
huge economic impact to Raleigh if it went
Absolutely.
over there. I mean, Charlotte, we already got a lot going on in the uptown.
A lot
area
going
with all
on.
the- you know what I mean? And all the money that's been coming with all the people going to Bank of America. I mean, it seems like Raleigh, Durham.
We don't need a situation like then they've had that problem down in Tampa. They've had the problem in mind. It's filling that stadium. We don't need an empty stadium. I mean,
Right.
It's not a good look.
Embarrassing.
That's not a good look.
No, it's not good at all.
John Kelly chiming in. I agree. Charlotte, stay triple. Raleigh makes more sense. Melissa saying Melissa can't stand baseball, but she thinks this would be great.
Yep.
And Joy saying she does think we should host a team. She thinks it'd be great. I don't know what Jamie's saying. No, we
Maybe need our own.
need our own MLB
Maybe.
team.
By the way,
I was about to
yeah.
say, we got to talk about these responses, guys, because people came in. The Carolina Mustangs, talking about the possible name for this team, by the way. Carolina Aviators. I think, Larry, that was the one you supported.
I like that one.
The
a
one
lot.
I support is the Sprinkles.
Sprinkles All-Stars.
For us, yes.
Or the
Yeah.
Sprinkles.
Yeah, there you
How
go.
cute would their uniforms be? Oh, my goodness.
Little sprinkles.
Bandits.
Yeah. And they can just shower you with
Larry's on the
sprinkles at the
jersey.
game instead of.
They
Stallions.
say that team is all
Reese's.
wet. Okay.
Stallions. Interesting. I don't know if I like that one. Carolina Stallions?
Yeah.
I think,
Thunder.
people are getting on the horses probably in the Outer Banks. That's why we're getting some horses.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Rose.
was wondering.
But
The
the
Rounders?
first in flight. That's
Aviators, I think, is actually a really cool
That'd
name.
be sweet.
I think it's a
Because
great
first
name.
in flight.
Yes.
Kitty Hawk.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness. Okay, yes.
That's
You're
a-
right. You're right.
that's
I
a
wasn't
great name.
understanding all of the references.
Do you guys have any ideas? Any team names that you like? I never really gave a lot of thought to this, so I don't really know.
Did we say Bats earlier? What were we talking about?
Yeah,
I didn't like
Bats
that one.
is a Nashville baseball team. The Nashville Bats. Yeah.
Nashville Bats. Yeah, no, and I've seen some mock-ups that Bats would be a potential.
You know, in reality, the most logical city to have a Major League Baseball team would be Nashville.
Yeah, for the
They have
area.
a football team, but they have the room and they certainly have the money there to support that.
But otherwise, an inferior city to Charlotte.
Complete deadpan.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's just scientifically proven.
Yeah, no, it is. It's science, you know?
All right, folks, chime in. Let us know what you think about it. What should the name be? We've worked out some great ones. And do you think it should happen? Let us know. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Wind up the pitch. There's a high fly ball to right field. The Sprinkles have scored another home run.
You can be the announcer.